Hey everybody, it finally cooled down here. It's not so hot. Anyway, feels good, cooled down, and I just want to welcome you. Hi there. Any, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're watching this from. So glad you're here. I hope you're going to learn something here today. Pick up a golden nugget, maybe something to take home with you, something that you can use in your network marketing business to go pro. 7, to understand how to become a network marketing professional. Okay, these are the skills. I don't want to say tricks. They're not tricks. It's kind of the skills of the trade. And network marketing is a little bit different than saying being construction. It's a little bit different than being a doctor, lawyer, and all that. But it is a skill, and it is a profession. It is not a flash in the pan, a lottery ticket, glorified lottery ticket, or you can't base it on luck. Okay, there's no luck about it. It's all based on skill. The more skill you have, the better you are. A skilled carpenter will work better than somebody that doesn't know any skills whatsoever. Okay, so this is the game plan part 2. Okay, there's 5 parts to this game plan, and I would encourage you to go back to the other parts and learn from the beginning. It'll help you. Rather than just starting from this point on. But could just go back to the other videos, back in the back, and learn from the beginning. Look up the channel and just find them. They're in line, just 1, 2, 3, 4. You just go up. This is the 20th video I'm putting out on this game plan. This is part 2. You gotta set the expectations of your distributors. Okay, what most people who come into this business will come into it with unrealistic expectations. Okay, they'll have unrealistic expectations. So you might want to say these 3 things. You might want to remember these 3 things that you want to do as you go into this basically interview. You're interviewing the people, okay? And you have to say, these are questions. You have to say, if you succeed in this business, and you have to tell them, look, sit down with them, tell them, look, if you succeed in this business, it's going to be up to you. And we used to say this. We used to say, if it's going to be, it's up to me. Take responsibility. That's what a professional does. A poser or an amateur will always blame their upline or blame something else that's not working, and they'll always complain. You'll find out professionals never, ever will complain. They won't say it. They'll try to turn the situation around to a positive. But a poser, an amateur, no. They won't, because their expectations isn't been set. When you set their expectations to this, you will hear less of what's going on, with the people that you bring in. So you say, so if you succeed in business, it's going to be you who creates that success, not me. Okay? And if you fail in this business, it's going to be you who creates that failure, not me. Okay? You are going to be the difference between success and failure. All I'm here is to guide you every step of the way, but I can't do it for you. I'm here to work with you, but not for you. Because you're not paying me, okay? I work my own thing, I get paid, I help you, I leverage off of you, but I'm not here to do this, okay? I am here to help you. but I'm not here to do it for you. Can you see the difference? There should be a wow moment, because this is a radical concept that's so different from the conversations that most have with the people they get started. You know, some people will say, I get paid from what you produce. So I essentially work for you. What kind of expectations do you think that sets in the distributor's mind? Don't say that. Say, we are going to build a business together. And if you say that, that's not really true. Okay, that's not true. You'll hear that from a lot of people who get into business that don't know nothing about it. Their skill is just, I have to say, I'm sorry, but it sucks. Okay, most people suck at this because they're so unskilled. They don't know that it takes these type of skills to make a very successful network marketing business when you set the expectations right in the minds of those that are coming aboard. You will weed out a lot of people. This is a sorting business. It's not for everyone. It's not, and don't think it is. You don't have to go to your friends and family and chase them down, and they don't want nothing to do with you, or your friends don't want nothing to do with you, because you're always chasing them down and you're not saying the right things, and you're not giving them the expectations that they want, because you don't know how to offer them the expectations. So here it is. You got to get them to do it. They need to build their business. It's their business, not yours. You can be the resource, but you can't do it for them. You can't do it for them. It's not going to give you, you're going to be there day and night, not be having any sleep, and you won't have any vacations. You won't do anything because you don't have the people doing it on themselves. You got to duplicate this. This is a duplicatable business if you do it right. That's what you want to do. You don't want to be on the phone all the time. You don't want to be on the phone telling him what to do and all this stuff. It can't be done that way. You want to go on vacations. You want to go and be and do everything you want to do. But you won't do it if you don't train the people right. The next thing, most will say, my job is to help you become independent from me as quickly as possible. Do you agree that's a good goal? Again, this was a radical, but it made sense. Does it make sense? You know, you may have a group, okay? Maybe small, maybe not a large group, but you may have a small group that's extremely independent. Or do they do something when you tell them to? You know, you want a group that produces on their own without your constant help. That's what you want, right? You don't have to be babysitting them all the time. Hey, come to the meeting. Hey, come to the meeting. They should already know to come to the meeting. You shouldn't be always reminding them. There should be reminders, but, you know, and know where the link is to go wherever they're going. But, you know, you don't have to say, hey, you gotta come to the meeting. I want you to come to the meeting. Hey, you could post it or whatever. If they come, great. But you'll find out most of them don't, because 80% of the work is done by 20% of the people. That's just a fact. Okay? So just accept that. That 80% of the work is done by 20% of the people. Why? Because they just don't understand. They don't want to be a professional. They don't want to have a profession because they don't want to spend the hours necessary for them to do it. Okay? So what you want is duplication, and you want freedom, right? Okay. Well, so set the relationship up so you would be the teacher for your group and not the slave. Okay? I show them the skill, and then they could independently build from that point forward. Isn't that what you want? You want them building on that point forward. You don't want to always have to do it for them. Okay? You got to show them how to do it, and then hopefully they do it. The thing is, there will certainly be ups and downs, right? There's always up and downs. And as you build your business, right? And there will be good times and there will be bad times. Say, I know you're not in one of those bad times I know you're in one of those bad times when you ain't calling me. Okay? You're not showing up for meetings. You ain't on any calls. And you know what? If I start hearing excuses, that sort of thing, when that happens with you, and it will happen with everyone, ask them, how do you want me to handle that when it happens? Do you want me to leave you alone? Or do you want me to be persistent and remind you why you made the decision in the first place? This really is brilliant because it's true that everyone will have times of self-doubt. Everyone will want to quit. Everyone wants to quit at some point in this career. It gets too hard sometimes if everybody leaves. And you're like, goodness, now I got to start all over. And then you leave too and you go start something else. But let's not do that here. Okay? Because it's a natural thing. At the same time, set up the relationship and be in a position to turn them around when it happens. What you will accomplish with these three concepts is so different from promising the world like most do. It's like night and day. With this approach, the distributor would sit back and wait for you to perform. And if you're too busy or couldn't help for some reason, you will become the easy excuse for why things aren't working out. I promise you, with this approach, people will become independent quickly. You can coach them from time to time, but do not allow your group to use you as an excuse for their lack of results. While most distributors, without knowing these skills, will struggle. But you know what? You will find yours will flourish. Your group will flourish because you have taught them right, and you brought the right people in. You brought the people who want to, not the people that have to be coaxed all the time and told what to do all the time, and you don't want to have those kinds of people. You might as well. That's why these interviews are set up. This is the next part, is the plan interview part 3. And if you would care to know more about this and what's going on, then please follow my videos, give me a like, subscribe, and comment so I know what you like or what you don't like or what I'm doing. If you don't like what I'm doing, tell me. I can take it. I have tough skin. And I'll certainly take your advice and I'll try to use it on the next one if it's not working, for you or whatever. But please help me. It's going to help me. Give me a like, share it, follow it, go back and watch it. And you know what? I bet you I'll see you at the top. Over and out.